Gyökeres, we got to see, Jules. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that he can replicate his form that we've seen in Portugal at Arsenal?
It's hard to tell. I mean, the first thing is the excitement amongst Arsenal fans that they finally signed him and that he will be able to join up with the team. As we saw, he's already there on that pre-season tour in Southeast Asia, and then we will get to see him at some point very soon with that number 14. That's great. For the rest, there's obviously a lot of things here. The first thing is the Portuguese league is not as good as the Premier League, obviously. Sporting was playing in a different way, especially under Ruben Amorim than Mikel Arteta plays with Arsenal. But he knows English football. He speaks the language, which is very good. He's obviously been in the Premier League or around the Premier League and then in the Championship, obviously, where he made a real name for himself at Coventry before going to Portugal. He's that kind of striker that I think if you give him the right service, will score goals and goals and goals. So the adaptation is probably not as big as if he was a defensive midfielder like a Zubimendi, who will need to learn a lot of things in the Arteta style of football, maybe more than Gyökeres. It's a different profile to Kai Havertz. We said that too before on Friday night show. But yeah, it's impossible to say if he's going to score another 50 goals in a year or 40 or 30. I said 30 on Friday. Stevie was a little bit lower. It depends. But the one thing we know for sure is that he will have to hit the ground running straight away. Arsenal can't afford to have him needing 6 months to adapt. They need him to score now. He doesn't have to score 3 goals a game, but he will have to be good now, because otherwise, by the time he becomes good enough, they might be too far away from a Liverpool, a City, a Chelsea, or whoever are in front of them in the league. So they need him to perform as quickly as possible.
Just a logistic question here. For the record, was there a number there from Jules or not?
A scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, a scale of 1 to 10. Was there an actual
Should we
number?
push him?
Well, I think so. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, Kate, but I think maybe we should.
Go on then, Jules. We're pushing you. 1 to 10.
I'm 7 out of 10 confident that he will be almost as good as in Sporting Portugal.
You know who's not going to be happy though, Ale?
Who's that?
We've done some digging. You know the set-piece coach.
Oh.
Arsenal.
Superstar.
Yep. Well, we decided to take a look at the last 2 seasons in League and UEFA competitions at Sporting.
Oh.
And there has only been 1 header.
Oh.
2 headers, sorry. In 2 seasons. 0 last season.
Oh.
Is this a cause for concern? This is a 6'2" striker.
Uh-huh. Well, let's not forget that we're talking about this on July 27th. So this is the July 27th special, and we're trying to figure out what Victor Gyökeres is going to be for Arsenal, and how do these goals from Sporting translate into goals at Arsenal. Part of doing that is seeing what his skill set is, and you cannot argue against the numbers. The numbers are what they are. That is obviously not good productivity, being a header of the ball. It doesn't show that he is dominant in the air. And if we talk about a team that has depended heavily on the set-piece coach and the delivery of such set pieces from guys like Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, they will depend on Victor Gyökeres getting on the end of that service, which usually is with his head. If we follow this whole thought process, that number that you just shared with us, Kay, and thank you for doing the research, is damaging. It's damaging evidence. I don't think it says everything that we need to know about Victor Gyökeres, but it's certainly something that points to an area of concern.
There's no big issue.
All on my own, without Shaka's algorithm. There's no issue?
No, I'll tell you why. Because I think Arsenal set pieces, Gabriel is still the main actor. Everybody else is playing supporting roles in Arsenal's.
Oh, right, nice little analogy there.
So as a result, he's there again, not to lead in terms of Arsenal converting set pieces. He's there to pick up the pieces from the set pieces.
Oh, see, you started well with your analogies, and then
I thought I finished strongly.
No.
I thought
you lost steam.
I was.
Is Jules staying at 7.5 after hearing the stats?
I got it sent today. But again, we talked about the way Sporting played, especially under Ruben Amorim. There was not too many crosses in the air. Set pieces was not their thing. So you can look at it that way. I'm sure Nicolas Jover, who is the set piece coach, the magician, will improve Vico Gyökeres. And I think Xhaka is right too. I think he might be there just to block people and to be a nuisance for goalkeepers and defenders and let others who are maybe better in the air than him score the goals like Gabriel Magalhaes. So we'll see, but I'm not too worried about that.
Let me just say, for the center forward union, which I don't talk about all that often, but if I'm a 6'2" center forward and there are services coming into the box, the last thing I'm thinking about is setting picks for somebody else. No. My job is to score goals. And I'm big enough, tall enough, and strong enough to win headers. So while that may be the role of others at Arsenal, my role, if I'm Victor Gyökeres, is to go and attack the ball. Never mind setting picks or getting on the way of goalkeepers and such.
He's setting picks.
What? You bought a guy this expensive to set picks?
He's setting picks. I guarantee it.
Can I just tell you? I used to set picks. That's why you use people like me. People like me that have no chance of scoring. You set picks, Alejandro. Victor Gyökeres should not, and will not be setting picks.